Well, I don't know if you can see it, but this always happens. First log tends to be a problem. So this is week 2 of cutting up some white oak logs into random Kents. As you can see right here what I'm sitting on, all these are your better grade logs, and we just got done cutting these up last week. So this week we're going to be cutting up some more logs, but with these logs, these are going to be more of your lower grade logs. And I say that because most of these logs, that's all in this stack right here, has a lot of these knots and a lot of like defects to them, a lot of, you know, a little lumpy in some ends of them. And I just call these more of a low grade. They're all still pretty good logs. It's just that I was just saving these last just because I was wanting to get our good stuff out of the way first, cutting those up, and then cutting up these, whatever we got left that are, I mean, not so good. Like, that'll put more strain to your blade. So whenever we get done cutting these up and kiln drying it and going through with the whole process of it, we're going to then throw it back on the mill, edge it up on both sides, and we're going to actually, wherever there's a knot is, we're going to actually cut them out and get ourselves a good board, a short board, really. So depending on how it comes out, really, we're going to then decipher whether or not we need to cut it into a short board or leave it long. But that's what we got going on in today's video, is cutting up some more random Kents, but this time using our lower grade logs to doing so. And after we get done with that, we're going to then cut them up into boards and then take them to our buddy that we know and get them S4S and have ourselves a very nice high quality board. Well, we just got done anchor sealing all them logs that I had over there, and I will say the majority of them are pretty good. It's just that I get a little picky sometimes. I mean, if I see a knot, I'm gonna throw it out, throw it to the side really, and cut it up later. But for today's video, we're gonna be using some Cooks blades. We got some Duratooth Super Sharp. Highly recommend on getting some of these if you haven't tried them already. Use FW10 to get yourself 10% off on any blades that's on the Cooks manufacturing website. I'll leave a link down there in the description below. For the most part, I like them a lot, especially for these hardwoods. The sawdust shoots out a whole lot farther than using a Turbo 7 or using some rippers. But these right here, the Duratooth Super Sharp, again, I'm very pleased with them. I'm pretty shocked by them as well. I highly recommend on trying them out with your sawmill. They can go with any sawmill really, Wood Miser, Woodland, Timber King, any of that sorts. Now most of the time whenever I do these blades, I try not to unfold it by hand. Most of the time whenever I unfold it, I just sling it out and it does the rest. Kind of like that, sticking out just a little bit. Just like that. Now I will say also, whenever you got a sawmill, it's always good to clean your wheels off, because believe it or not, the sawdust that builds up on these edges right here, they can cause an unalignment to your wheel. Also for safety, every time I put a blade on, I like to spin it, get it back on track. And it's also sometimes I get a little, I guess, forgetful, or maybe be in a rush, I don't know, but I've done it a few times where I put the blade and it's like underneath the slip part, and you don't want that. So, spins good. Again, most of the time whenever I cut wood, just about every day, I grease up these roller guides, because it's very important to have them greased up as well. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but this always happens. First log tends to be a problem. Always has a nail in it, some sort of issue with it. But just put that blade on there and I already ran into 2 nails. This is what I talk about whenever these logs has a lot of knots, or I guess like defects to them. It's just because of this reasoning right here. I mean, you can't do nothing about it. But we're gonna keep using that blade and see what it can do, and if it does like crap on the next cut, we're gonna then switch it out. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright. I noticed whenever I started making my cut, it didn't sound right. Sometimes you just gotta listen with your blade whenever you cut. Go based off the bit. There was no way I could probably go down this whole path right here. I'm gonna keep using these Cooks blades real quick, because we got about 5 of them. I already went through one from yesterday, and of course, again, it was the first log on the mill. Yeah, this one got it pretty good. I really hope there ain't no more nails in this thing. If there is, it's up. Now this right here is mind over matter. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm throwing the slides over there. I could throw them behind me, but I like to keep continuing on cutting up these, you know, I don't want to do it one at a time. I mean, I tend to let up 3 of these logs at a time. I work it like that. Woo! Good digging. Just like that. Woo! Got the little wet zone going on. But just like that though, 4 cuts on this log and we're done. On to the next. Everybody just does things a little bit different. Sometimes people power through it. Always make sure to check the bed. Oh my God. The log right here is pretty, but it's naughty. If you want to get you a nice and smooth cut on your logs, I highly recommend going online and get some Cooks blades. Use code FW10 to get you 10% off. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. If there's anything in this video that you like, make sure to hit that like button. And of course, if you want to support the channel, then make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything that we post. Right now, I just got done cutting up about, let's see. I just got done cutting up 24 of these wad up logs into these kents for today. I'm gonna get back with it on Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so till then, I'm done with this for the time being. And I'm gonna go down to the George house and I'm gonna go see what Daniel's up to. I think he's bucking up some logs for a cedar order whenever we get done cutting these white oaks up. But that's gonna be pretty much it. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Again, if you want to get you some nice blades, I highly recommend going on Cooks. I'll leave a link in the description. Use code FW10 to get you 10% off. You get you something like this right here. Smooth, slick, no splinters or nothing. Just rub on it all day. I could probably slip on this damn thing if I wanted to. It's just so damn smooth.